There's a light in each new day. If the moon gives up rising, the sun stops it shining, you know you'll have a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home.
Well, we're like 14-ish miles in to our first day, working to the 15.5-mile point for our stop for the night. Hey, so last night was our first night on trail. We made it down to Hauser Creek and had a nice little dinner there. Lots of campsites and other hikers, but it was all down into a canyon, so this morning we're having to climb out. Check out this view of Lake Marina. We're like 3/4 of a mile from our campsite, so not for the night, just for lunch. So the lake goes on a little further too, but these trees are kind of blocking it now. But this trail is finally going down. We went up like all morning, right outside of our campsite, straight up and up and up. And yeah, now we're headed into town so we can shower, grab a malt and a burger, and keep going. It's looking like we have like doubled the ascent today as yesterday, and we're a little, feeling tired and sore, so we'll see if we end up going that full way or not. I'm not sure, but I know it will be nice to have a good lunch and chill for a minute.
I know you're tired of this pattern. 1 up and 3 below. When you're chasing after what matters, your heart knows where to go.
So I wanted to update you guys last night, but truth be told, I was super shot after a very long day. So last night was our second night on the trail. We did just over 16.5 miles from Hauser Creek down in the canyon, up a very intense little hill mountain thing right off the bat, and then into Lake Marina for town. We had a great burger, got to see my mom for a minute, and then went out the rest of the way for the rest of our hike back into the mountains. So we were able to experience our first trail magic. That was really fun. Got some nice fresh drinks, and now we're at a creek to fill up our filters for water for the day. We're headed to Mountain Laguna and a little bit further today. We've got to be pretty selective in where we end up because there's a restricted camping zone. So you have to be at a designated campground, which for now we've just been doing tent sites along the way that are pre-existing but not like actual campgrounds. So we'll make it in for the night. Looking at around 15 miles again today. I actually need to double check my plan and see what we're going to end up at. But feeling pretty good. Last night, honestly, the last like 4 miles, I was really tired. My knees were achy, my feet hurt. I was just exhausted. Because in my planning, I mostly planned for mileage and didn't really account elevation into the days. So we had probably twice the elevation of the first day in about the same amount of miles, and it was just really tough. So feeling quite a bit refreshed today though. So anyway, on to day 3 of hiking into Mount Laguna.
If the moon gives up rising, the sun stops it shining, you know you'll have a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we find it. There's more than one way to go home. gives up rising, the sun stops it shining, you know you've got a hand to hold. As we wait on the timing, together we're finding there's more than one way to go home. Yeah, there's more than one way to go home.
So we're hiking out of Scissors Crossing near Julian to basically the middle of nowhere today, somewhere hopefully around like 92, 93. There's almost no water, so our packs are very heavy, and we're going up a lot today. Up. And here's some of the scenery we're seeing. And down there's the road somewhere where we got dropped off. Hey! So I know I haven't been great at updating. The first section was kind of a whirlwind. I had my husband Jonathan, my dad, and my mom all hiking with me for some sections. So we were really entertained and not too much time to myself, which was great. But we just ended section A yesterday. So I'm going to be wrapping up this video as I start section B. Section A was 109.5 miles through the desert, which when I was thinking desert, coming from Texas, I was thinking like, you know, pretty flat, really ugly, and dying of heat. And while it was pretty hot, it's been gorgeous. Like, I think with all the rain, there's been so many flowers and other great greenery, lots of mountains still, so lots of climbing. I think when I left off last, we had a big climb day with heavy water, and that ended up being my hardest day yet, or what felt like my hardest day. I think it was around 17 miles, most of it up, and we had to carry our water, and then we had hiked down to get more water, and hiked up to our campsite for the night, and I was just pooped. I think it was like 4:30, and I wanted to continue going because there was daylight, but I was so tired and my feet were hurting really bad. So we stopped for the night, and it was a really nice spot. We were like on top of the mountain with a great view. So that was a win, I would say. So yesterday we made the descent back down into Warner Springs, which is where section A ends, and we had some lovely trail magic. There were some sweet people making pancakes, they had coffee, and getting ready for, you know, grilling and beer, which we were a little early for. But yeah, that was super nice just to chat and hang out with some of the people I've met over the last day or two. What's funny, I think, is that like you're meeting new people every day, and you might see the same people for a couple days, but it seems really hit or miss to me. It's all depending on, you know, like our paces and where we decide to stop for the night, because even if people are faster, they might not want to do as many miles. So what I've been doing is hiking pretty fast and then stopping pretty early because I'm pooped. I want to see if I can spread that out a little, because I don't really like to be at a camp too early. There's not a lot to do, and I feel like I'm sitting around bored, but I don't want to hike anymore because my feet hurt. So I'm going to try to have a little more moderation. Yeah, the section was really great, and now today I start climbing again into section B. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time.